There we go, everybody. How's it going? A little bit of Rocky, just there, tiny little bit. I want to say, hey, what's going on, everybody? I would have some blasting music, some light shows, some electricity, some big pyrotechnics, but we're in our houses and we can't really do that. But it doesn't matter because we're here today, and I'm going to introduce you to so many amazing, cool, inspirational people that I just want you to get as much as you possibly can from. Now, we're not going to sit here and say, or stand here, we're not going to sit or stand here and say, look, this is what I want you to do. You need to do this. You need to do this. If you want to be happy, you've got to do this. If you want to be the best speaker in the world, you've got to do this. If you want to be the best maths person in your class, then you've got to do this. You've got to do this, 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 and this. No. By the end of this, by the end of all this 16 hours, we've got 16 hours. We've got 16 amazing speakers that have given their time to impart what they've learned onto you. And I think that is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. 16 hours worth of content for you guys. So we're going to hopefully get Lenita up and ready as we go. So hopefully things are going to go all to plan. This is so exciting. It's really, really exciting. Now, I would say I'm a little bit of a technophobe, although you can see that I've got my little logo up there and I've got the little summit thing just there. I did all that myself, learning. And that's the cool thing that I want to do to you guys today. I want you guys to, kids and parents, to just cherry pick what will help you. Everything's not going to help you. If it does, that's absolutely superb. But if not, that's no worries. All I also want to do is just cherry pick. Just cherry pick what you want to do from this and what can benefit for you and your child. And as you know already, it's going to be broken down into 1 hour for the kids, next hour for parents, next hour for kids, next hour for parents. Why? Because we can't expect children to sit for 8 hours and just zone in and forget all distractions. For goodness sake, the average attention span is roughly around about what? 3.5 seconds now. It's really dramatically reduced. So I am not expecting you to do that in class. Apparently, roughly kids hold their attention for roughly around about 43 minutes. So this is going to be super relaxed. This is going to be super cool. It's going to be fun. They're not classes. They're not lessons. Even though I've said that, it's just a dip in and out. It's not mandatory, okay? It's not maths or science or English. You don't have to be here. It will be cool to be here because the people that I can see that are on here, hey everybody, how's it going? The people that I can see on here are the ones that want to stretch and push their comfort zones, which is awesome. We've got a comment from somebody saying, yo, Facebook user, yo. We will be able to see their name, but obviously they're set to private, which is absolutely fine, by the way. And feel free, the way this is going to work, feel free to just type in, feel free to write down whatever you want on here. Write down whatever you want. It's absolutely fine. And just get involved, start speaking to us, etc. That's what I am looking forward to the most. Cool. Okay, right then. So I am just about to introduce an absolutely insanely epic, wonderful, wonderful lady who is it's crazy. Lenita lives in Australia, and how cool is it that we can actually speak to each other via this to people all around the world. I think it's so awesome how Lenita and I virtually bumped into each other. She helps teens completely excel. She's an international coach. She's a speaker. She's so sought after in Australia and now in London, where I'm from, because I definitely want her over here. Hey Anna, how's it going? We're just going to be introducing the wonderful, the delightful lady. If everything goes to plan, there she is, and we're good to go. There she is.
Hey, hello. What's going on?
Well, it's 9 o'clock over here. What time is it over there?
It is 6 p.m. in Sydney.
6 p.m. in Sydney. So you're in Sydney.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys have been making me wait all day. I've been so excited.
They have. It's not me. It's totally all them. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited because we've already had a conversation, which is super, super cool. And just hearing your story, hearing what you want to do. What motivates me the most is sometimes it's cool to hear inspirational stories of the past. I get that. But what motivates me more is hearing the future that somebody wants. And your future, you've got the amount of people you're going to help, the amount of kids, the amount of teens is just insane. So I want to be quiet and I want you to do your thing. So we're talking about creating powerful kids. Let's run with it. Go, Lenita. Hey.
Thanks so much, Dale. Appreciate you. I'm so excited to be here, guys, because, you know, sometimes we get so caught up with what's happened in the past. And you mentioned something really important about, you know, getting those goals. Having a goal, having something that's going to really excite you. This is what's going to get us really, you know, excited in life, confident, and not have to worry about all the little nitty gritty things that may not be going to plan right now. You know, you want to be lifted. You want to really excel in your life. I want us to get excited today so we can just push each other and empower each other to, bring our ideas to life. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen. So let's see if we can do this right now. Going to bring up a few goodies for you today and let me know if you guys can see it as well. Let's see. All right. All good from your end, Dale? We can see that?
That looks insane. I love that.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So what we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're really going to dive a little bit deeper into how to bring our ideas to life. So before we do that, a little bit about me. You know, who's this random person all the way from Sydney with a really long last name? And I'm just, you know, I'm just someone that's really passionate about working with kids, making a difference. And if I have an idea, I'm simple. I just pursue it, you know. But when I was a kid, I used to lack a lot of confidence in the beginning to just, you know, take my ideas and actually run with it because I had this fear of criticism or fear of judgment, but it didn't stop me from actually dreaming about it and thinking about it. So when I started to just make those decisions and start experimenting with it, it really brought me to where I am today. Now, something really important, guys and girls, I am no smarter than any other person. I'm no more luckier. I don't have, you know, the most money that everyone has in the world. I just have ideas and I learn how to take action on them. And that's what's brought me here today. So I'm really excited to share with you my secrets on how we can really simplify things and really just get the ball rolling. So simple. Now, something that I want to share with you, let's get that going, is we all have dreams, right? We all have dreams. We all have these ideas stuck in our head. And what I want us to think about is just this metaphor of just lifting each other up, just like this hot air balloon. You know, a lot of the times when we're on the ground, we're trying to do the groundwork, but sometimes we just need to lift a little bit higher and, you know, enlarge our vision, dream more, and trust the process. So this is what I want for you, just to trust the process. But before we do that, I actually want to know where everyone's from. So maybe you can comment your name or comment where you're from right now, what country or city. I just want to know who's actually getting on the live with us, because that's going to be really exciting too. So feel free to comment. Let us know where you're checking in today. And I'd really, really love to know that. But at the end of the day, I want you to dream. Today, I don't want you to hold back. Whatever that's going to be going on in your mind at the moment, I just want you to go with it, and I don't want you to hesitate. The dreamers, okay, those that dream, those that really take action, they're the ones that are going to be making the most amount of impact in life as well. So what we're going to do, let's go a little bit deeper here. When we think of bringing our ideas to life, I want you to think about what type of difference you can make in the world. Number one, always to think about the type of impact, the type of difference you want to make, but also let's think about if we can actually make money from this too. So I don't want you to shy away from the fact that maybe you want to have this little side project or this little side hustle, but something that we really need to be mindful of is if we want to make a difference, we need to make sure we can feel that difference as well. And this is where money can come in as well. So let's just wait a few seconds. If we can see any comments, Dale, maybe you can prompt me with that.
Actually, need to know. We've got someone, Karen from Scotland. Hi, from Scotland, a nice little heart as well. We've got somebody from Leicester, so that's the UK. We've got somebody asking, did I trim my beard? Yes. We've got saying, Lenita, you are awesome.
Amazing. Yes. And thank you. Yep. Hey, Karen, Anna, thanks for checking in. It's so good. Becky as well. I appreciate you guys so much. So when it comes to these ideas, it's really important to just not shy away from the fact that you want to make a big difference. We are born to serve, we are born to love, we are born to give love, and we're born to make a difference. So if we can start it at a much earlier age, geez, like look at what can you just imagine what you can achieve later on in your life. So this is something I'm really going to help you bring to life today.
I'm excited.
So let's get into it. Now, right now where you're at, I know for myself, when I have so many ideas, this is kind of like what my head would look like. I have so many ideas in my head. I don't know where to start. And sometimes it can be just so overwhelming, but at the same time, it's exciting because this is the fresh stage. If you've been thinking about an idea for a long time, it just goes to show that you need to pursue it. If it's been stuck in your mind for a long time, you come up with this idea. Not everyone is just going to, come up with these light bulb moments. There's a reason why you've been thinking about this. So now is the time to start acting on that. But of course, I know when I was with any idea that I come up with now with business, etc., I can't wait to just pour it out. So you might be thinking like this right now, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, maybe you just you don't know what to do, but that's completely okay. We all are in the same boat, even myself too. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the puzzles together, the pieces, the puzzle pieces, right? This is what our mind might look like right now. And we need to just kind of get a little bit more structured on how I can build this little side project, this little hobby, or maybe this little side business, depending on where you're at right now. So we're just going to really, really put these puzzle pieces together. Are we excited? I hope you guys are really, really excited, because what I love to do is I love to give you step-by-step processes, right? We're going to really give you the steps to actually execute. It's not just, we're going to talk fluff and we're going to talk about, just your ideas and all the exciting things. I really want to simplify the steps for you so you can actually start taking action too. All right. So what I want you to do for me right now is I actually want you to let me know, are you ready? I want you to comment for me. Are you ready to roll? I want to know. I want to see that you're here, that you're on the live, and just get each other really, really excited. So in the comment sections, comment ready while I take a sip of my glass of water, and then we can get the ball rolling.
Lenisa, I know you're drinking right now, but can you see the comments when I put them on the screen? Can you see that?
Yes. Yes,
perfect.
I can now. Yep.
Yes, we've got from Nigeria, Southend, Derby. This is amazing. And this person is so excited. We can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So if you want to put your name on, just say, hey, Frankie, I'm excited. Okay. Because if you want to do it, that's absolutely fine. We've got someone saying absolutely. Karen saying absolutely. Yeah, let's go. Yes, we're ready.
I love this. This is amazing, guys. When you engage and comment, it really gets me really fired up and excited too. And we're going to help each other really create that excitement as well. So I appreciate you guys commenting on the live feed. And yeah, as I mentioned, we're just going to really simplify things today. So let's get right into it. I know you have an idea right now. I know it's maybe been floating your mind at the moment. There is something that you are wanting to pursue. That might be literally, it might be a little product you want to build. It might be a service that you want to do. It might be just a little side hobby. There are no limitations here. I want to give you the permission today, although you don't need permission, but I want to give you the permission today just to think big and actually just, pour your ideas out. So the first initial stage when it comes to actually bringing your idea to life is writing down your idea. So for the sake of this live stream, what I want you to do is I actually want you to share your ideas with us. No limitations. There is no, really silly idea or anything like that. Sometimes the more crazy, the more big, the more bold, this is something that's really going to help you just get a little bit more clarity and confidence with that. So feel free to comment on the live stream or write down, your ideas on a piece of paper. If you're sitting with a journal right now, I really want you to start thinking about it and actually writing it. Why is it so important to write it? This is what I really want to stress to you. When you get a pen, a pencil, and you put it down to paper, it's a clean slate. Right now, every single day when you wake up, you're just a brand new canvas, and you get the permission to create something special every single day. And when you start expressing it, when you start speaking it into existence, when you start writing it down, it becomes more of a reality for you. When you can see your own words on a piece of paper, it becomes more clearer for you. So to get rid of all the muck that's in your head right now, get that clear piece of paper out or comment on this live stream and actually tell us what you want to achieve. And what's really amazing is when you share your ideas, you get to inspire other people, and then we start to take inspired action together. But it starts with writing down your ideas and actually telling us what's going on in your head right now. So I hope this is hitting home for you. Karen, I want to teach children about the spiritual world. That is so beautiful. I love this so much. And when you start to share this, it really ignites that fire under your butt as well, which is amazing. So first thing, write it down. If you haven't yet, please make sure you grab your pen and paper and write it down. Now, as I mentioned, the second thing when it comes to writing or having this idea is you need to talk to others about it. It's not enough just to keep it to yourself. You need to find that one or two people that you can start talking about it, because as you've just witnessed, like when Karen shares her ideas with me on the live stream, I know I can start making a conversation with Karen about it. And when you start talking to people about your ideas, sometimes, or most of the time, you might find someone that's actually going to help you. They might actually say, well, you know what, Michael, that's a really amazing idea. I actually know someone that can actually help you with that. Or you might find out something about someone and you think to yourself, I wish I said this so much earlier. So write it down, really important. But secondly, start talking to someone about it. It might be a friend. It might be your parents. It might be someone at work, someone at school, a teacher. You will be amazed once you start talking about your ideas, because when you start committing to your gifts, the universe or God, whoever you believe in, will start to make room for your idea. But it has to start with you. Think about it. Who are your friends right now? What's going on in their mind? Start that journey together. When you share it, it becomes that flow effect, that domino effect, because people will just start talking about it and helping you so much more. Learn more about your idea. So once you start talking about it, once you start writing it down, what I really want you to start taking ownership of is that self-education. So you've got school daily, you've got work, etc., depending on where you're at right now. But when you learn more about your idea for yourself, that's when you can make the most amount of moves and gains in your life. Now, what I personally did all the time, whether I was young in school or throughout university or now, I use technology. I use the resources that we have right now: social media, YouTube, podcasts, blogs, influencers. I've learned so much just from social media alone when it comes to building my side hustle, my businesses, etc. I have that idea. I start entertaining that idea. Then I start using resources to learn more about it. So what I want you to do is I want you to immerse yourself into this journey. I want you to start listening to podcasts. Type it in Google. Okay, it's so simple. But not enough people take advantage of this idea. Type it up in YouTube. You'll be amazed what can come up with these ideas, which is really, really exciting. We've got some people commenting, I want to achieve journalism. I have an idea for a story about children to discover a dream world and their trampoline. Wow, this is really cool. And then we've got so many creative ideas. I love this. Yeah, you guys are impressing me so far. Keep these comments rolling. And as you can imagine, the internet, there's so much going on there. There's so much information, an abundance of knowledge at one click away. You just need to start committing the time every day to start learning about this side hustle that you want to build, or these little projects, etc. Now, what are some of your ideas? So obviously we've started to talk about it now, which is really amazing. And this is something where, right now, whether you're writing it down, putting it in your notes in your phone, commenting on the live stream, it has to start with just thinking about it, speaking it into existence, and then start sharing it with people as well. You don't need to tell everyone about your idea. You might just choose that one or two people. But when you start learning more about it, committing every day to it, that 15 to 20 minutes at least sitting down, it's special because this is for you. It's not for your parents. It's not for possibly your kids if you're a parent on this stream. It's not for your boss. This is for you. And when you start doing things for yourself and learning for yourself, It's so powerful and so fulfilling. So I appreciate you guys sharing these ideas. Let's move on to number 2, the person. You have the idea right now. You're wanting to make an impact. You potentially will be wanting to make an income as well, but we all can agree that you want to make an influence and make a difference in this world. Now you have to start thinking about who can be that person that you'd want to share this idea with, in terms of testing this idea, getting it out there, really, really starting getting clearer on who do you actually want to give this to. Who is that person? Maybe it's for a child, maybe it's for an adult, but who do you want to gift this ball of fun with? Because right now we do feel like we're in a little bit of a bubble, but until you start sharing it with other people, that's when it's going to actually come to life for you. So what can you help them with? For example, when you're wanting to build this little project, you have to think about what are the problems or challenges you want to solve for other people. And you're never too young to do this. What are some gifts that you can give to other people? Maybe it's, we've achieved from here, someone wants to become a journalist. You want to make an impact with your words. You want to share stories. There is other people that are wanting to be serving kids. You might be wanting to help your parents. But what is that gift or that talent that you have? And how can you give your gift away to someone else? Think about that one person, that type of person that you can help, and it will start there. A lot of my ideas started at home. I found my friend or my parent, or little side hobbies that I started doing. For example, massaging. I learned a course, for example, but then I started to do massages for people I knew, and I started to charge people for it as well. So that was a little side hustle that I began when I was, much younger. But start thinking about who can you help with your gifts. It's not just about projects and making money, but it's about making that impact. Because that's what's going to bring us together in our lives. That's what's going to give you the most fulfillment, when you know you're making an impact on other people. Because remember, we're born to serve, we're born to love, we're born to give love as well. So let's get into obviously asking them if they want to get involved. You have this idea, you've thought of this person, you've started to entertain the idea now. What I want you to do is I want you to start approaching people and asking them, are they interested? Simple. You don't need to think of your idea for too long. You might be sitting on an idea for so many months, it's been floating in your head, but now I want you to actually start asking people, are they willing to get involved? Maybe to help you, or maybe, they might be that guinea pig you want to test it on. But you need to now ask, because if you don't ask, you will not receive. If you don't knock on the door won't open. So you really need to now start asking for feedback, being confident to actually just talk to people about it, as I mentioned before. Then, once you do that, you do it again. So you ask once, you generate some conversations. Now you need to get into the habit of asking more people, talking to more people, talking more to your family, talking more to your friends. The more you do it, the more confident you're going to be at it. It's like a muscle you need to train. You can't just talk to one person about your idea and then that's it. See you later. I retire. I wave my white flag. You need to talk to more people. Okay. Remember, I am not the smartest person in the world. I don't have the best ideas, but I talk to a lot of people to get it out there. This is what you need to do. You need to start being more confident with asking people on how to do that. So who can you talk to? Who can you try this out with? Once again, I want you to be taking notes and writing this down. But what I want you to do for me on the live stream, which we have a few people right now, is tell me, who can you start talking to try this out with? We have obviously some people saying my friends, my mum, which is amazing. I love that so much. You will be amazed who is actually wanting this idea. They just don't know that it's floating in your head right now. So when you start talking to your friends about it, or your parents, or whoever at school, you'll be amazed on how many people will actually say, you know what, Anna, that's a great idea. You know what, Sam, why didn't you think of this earlier? And you'll inspire other people as well. So I appreciate you guys sharing who you're going to be sharing that with, of course. So let's move on. We've got the person, we've got the idea, we've got the person. Now we need to experiment. Okay. We need to really put this into action. Remember, you need to implement. You need to take action on this. You may have been learning about this for a little while now. Now I really want you to take ownership and just try. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we really just need to get up, start walking step by step like a baby. Okay. Like sometimes the baby will fall down, but the baby will get back up. Okay. Straight away to just step by step, learn how to walk. We got to learn how to bring this idea to life step by step. So what does that look like? Test your idea. Whatever specific idea you have right now. It might be a little side hustle. It might be a product that you want to make. You might want to create an Instagram account, a YouTube channel. You may want to write a book. It really doesn't matter what type of idea you have right now. You just need to start testing it. Write down your thoughts, upload it on social media, actually provide that service to that one guinea pig that we've spoken about. Maybe that's your parent, maybe that's your friends, but you just need to start testing it and see obviously how you go with that. And when you do that, make sure you're actually testing it, right? Not just writing down notes, but actually bringing it to life, getting someone involved with this. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes we overthink the process and get in our own way. So when you do that, document your journey. Now, what I mean by this, when you document your journey, you need to just take some notes along the way. Write down what's working and what's not working. Think about, are you enjoying it? Think about, are people actually liking this? And you just want to really, really get a little bit clearer on what's happening step by step. You don't need to know all the answers. I want you to think of a parachute. You're going to jump out of the plane and then the parachute will open. So right now you just need to jump. You need to try it. You need to experiment and you then learn along the way as well. You don't have to have all the answers figured out, but make sure you're taking notes and writing down what's going on along the way as well. Next, what you do with that, ask for feedback. So it's not just about writing down your own notes, but start thinking about with other people, are they liking it? Is this good? And be okay with receiving feedback, constructive criticism. Not everyone's going to like your idea. Very important here. Sometimes your family or your friends will say, no, that's horrible. That's horrendous. I don't like that idea. You need to be prepared for people to actually disagree with you, but that's okay. It's a muscle we need to train. Not everyone agrees with my ideas, and that's okay. I'm not going to give my idea to everyone in the world, but you need to really just ensure that you're receiving feedback in a very healthy manner. Is it awesome? Is it not awesome? What can I do to change things? How can I improve my ideas as well? But you just need to be okay with receiving feedback, even when people don't agree with it. So that's something that's really, really special and really important to understand. So what's the experiment? I'll wait a few seconds to see if we can get some comments coming in, but I actually want to know, what are you going to start doing? After this live session with me today, what are you going to do? What are these ideas? Tell me some action steps. How are you going to actually test it out? This is really, really important. Remember, speaking this into existence, it doesn't have to be perfect. It shouldn't take you too long. You really just need to throw yourself out in the deep end and then learn how to swim as you go. So let's see some comments. I've shared my idea with and sign up to work with them. Amazing. Congratulations, Karen. That's phenomenal. Share my ideas with family and friends, and 15,000 to write and publish a book. Incredible. Now we're making some calculated moves here too. Also asking my friends questions. Phenomenal. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You shouldn't feel like you have to do this on your own. That might be asking family and friends. That might be YouTubing the question and the answer. That might be sending someone a DM. You might find someone on Instagram or Facebook that you admire and you just want to ask them for help. Remember, if you don't ask, you won't receive. So that's something phenomenal as well. And what we can notice as well, what we can witness from the live stream, that people are reaching out to mentors, to coaches. Find a mentor as well. Something really, really amazing. I do that when I write stories. Phenomenal. I'm really impressed, guys, with everyone that's jumping on the live stream. So let's get back to what it takes to start dreaming. Life is so much more beautiful when you give yourself permission to just be a dreamer. You see things in a whole different perspective when you lift yourself up and when you lift each other up. And when you start entertaining your ideas even more, you're fueling that. You're really expanding your horizons, your perspective. You're getting to new heights when you fuel yourself with dreams and goals. Because sometimes life is going to get in the way. Things are not going to happen and go to plan. But what's really going to lift us up are these brand new ideas, these brand new projects that are really going to make a difference in the world. And when you do this consistently, just imagine how much more happier you're going to be when you start pursuing things for yourself. Now, really, something really important, guys, is you're never too young to start. You're never too old to start. Age is just a number. If you are dreaming about this right now, Dale and I rocking up for you today. We want to be your mirror. We want to give you the permission to start actually doing this. And don't wait until you finish school. Don't wait until your kids are a certain age. Don't wait for just things to fall into place. Do not wait for perfection. Really start leveraging your imperfections, start documenting everything, and you will see that things will fall into place as you go. But remember, step by step. Let's see some comments. I love how we're getting these comments rolling in, Dale. I started writing a book to help other people. Megan, I am so proud of you. I am a fan of you, girl. Seriously, I see how you're showing up. My friends are going to give me advice about how to improve it. Amazing. I love this. And you know what? Remember, you inspire people the way you show up in life. When you think of life in this way, it excites you. And when you're excited and when you are happy, that is infectious. You'll start to inspire other people. And don't underestimate the impact that you can make. Because when you start living life like this, you'll start attracting people who are like-minded, and then they'll want to help you as well. And if anything, how Dale and I have come into contact, that is a really, really powerful example for you too. If I didn't start sharing my ideas, if Dale didn't start sharing his ideas, we would not have, attracted one another on social media or however that's going to happen for you. But it just goes to show, Dale, I'm sure you can agree, we just need to start expressing our ideas and actually talking about it.
1000%, absolutely. I'm making notes, guys. Check out all the notes I've made from Lisa. So I'm taking part in this crucial lesson of my life because I'm learning so many things as well. And even if I already knew that, it's like sometimes we need a little bit of a doink. That's me. Yeah, that does make sense. You've actually inspired me. I would like to ask more people for more feedback because I had a thing with criticism. In the past I couldn't take it, but now I can. So I'm going to ask more people. So thank you.
You're most welcome. And that's something that's really important. The more people you talk to, the more opportunities will come your way. And remember, when you talk to more people, that's more brains that can help you, more mouths that can speak for you, and more people that are just wanting to connect with other people. So the more you do this, the more you train this muscle, the more opportunity you're going to have in life. But if you stay behind the scenes and think about it for too long and don't actually speak it into existence and move your butt, it's not going to happen. So please remember, I am no smarter than all of you on this stream. I am no more gifted than any of you. I don't have the most money. I, in fact, grew up with a lot of things where I had to really earn for my success. Things didn't come to me very easily. But if you just simplify things with this step-by-step process, I promise you things will start happening for you. And as we can see, so many ideas that people are sharing with us today.
It's absolutely amazing.
This is something that I want to obviously throw your way today. Are you up for the challenge? This is not going to be easy. This is something I really want to express to you. It sounds fun. It sounds dreamy. It sounds sexy. It sounds exciting. But this is a challenge. Success doesn't come to everyone, because if success was easy, everyone would be successful and happy. But let's be real, this is going to be hard. So a side hustle, a project, creating something that either has never been created before, or doing something that your friends and your family have never done before, you're going to come across a lot of challenges. But this is a good thing. But I want you to type for me in the comments below, are you ready for this challenge? Comment yes. Let me know you're ready to roll before I proceed. I want to know that I have your commitment right now, because you need to start committing to yourself. Because when things don't go your way, people are going to tell you no, people will judge you. But if you truly believe in this vision and this dream to write your book, to write a newspaper, to start, writing a little bit more in terms of the journalism you want to tap into, the kids you want to serve, you really need to ensure that you are heavily committed to this challenge. So I appreciate you guys commenting yes, of course, in capitals as well, screaming from the top of your lungs. Hopefully I will. I don't want hopefully. I want yes. I want yes. Because remember, when you start committing to your gifts, the universe will make room for you. I promise you that. And I only talk from experience and what gets results. Amazing, Karen. Amazing, Megan. I appreciate it. Of course, we're ready. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to gift you with something. Now, this is going to be a challenge for a lot of you, but really, something that I really want to gift Dale's audience, because I'm just such a fan of Dale and really want to give back to what he's, achieved and provided for all of us today. I want to give you a challenge to bring your ideas to life. I want to help you do that. So all you need to do is, after this live stream or during this live stream, I want you to find me on social media, whether that's Facebook or Instagram, and I want you to DM me the word challenge. Now, I want you to actually tell me more about your idea, why you want to do it. So for the kids that are jumping on this live, you may be in primary, not primary, but high school, middle school, etc. You have this idea that you want to bring to life. I want you to tell me about it. So find me on Instagram or Facebook right now. Open up your phones, follow me there, and DM me the word challenge. Now, what I want to gift you is a conversation. I want to get to know you a little bit more. I want to actually help bring your idea to life. I wish I had this in the beginning. I wish I had a mentor while I was in school, just to talk to me about it. So what I'm going to do for you this week, I will choose the best idea. So if you, of course, reach out to me, make that conversation, actually tell me why you want to do this, what's your idea, etc. I'll start to obviously have a conversation with you, and I will help you with that. Now, I'm going to pick one winner, especially for those that really want this. I'll pick one winner this week, and I will help you for 1 month, free of charge. No catch here. I will commit 1 month to you if you promise me that you'll commit 1 month to yourself, and I will be your coach and your mentor to help you bring this idea to life. So if you want to write a newspaper, you want to start writing your book, maybe it's an Instagram or a YouTube account, maybe you want to start a podcast. You're a kid out there that wants to just start sharing your story. I promise you, reach out to me, tell me your idea. I will choose the winner this week, and the winner will get 1 month with me. Is that cool?
No way. For real?
I love it. Yeah, I'm excited. And this is something, once again, this is something that I'm just inspired by. And if it wasn't for Dale, and we really need to truly thank Dale today, because if it wasn't for him, this idea would not have popped up. So if you are in primary, that's completely okay as well. If you're not in high school yet, that's okay too. I really want to serve you guys as well. So if you really want this, please make sure, go to my Instagram now or go to my Facebook and DM me the word challenge. All right. And we can talk and we can have some fun there too. Now, of course, as well, just a brief reminder, if you don't know how to spell my name, because it's absolutely long, it's like the alphabet, you type in Lanita Abuchubake, and you can find me on all platforms as well. I really love I really love to engage with my followers too. So I'm not going to just be someone you follow and then I don't talk to you. I am someone that's going to respond, and I'm sure Dale, you can confirm me on that too.
100%.
But that's really it, guys. That's really it. So this is something really special, okay? Those ideas, send me photos of the notes you've taken as well. I'd appreciate that too if you've been taking notes on the live, because that would probably bump up your chances of winning as well if you've been taking notes. So that's pretty much it for today. But where I really want to kind of, just offer you Q&A. Dale, feel free maybe over the next few minutes. If anyone has any questions that wants to pick my brain about this, you're most welcome to.
Yeah, 100%. Just before the questions become flowing in, I've got one simple question, and there's little things. So it's really cool. You've got an idea, then you write it down, and you tell people, and then you initiate it, you take action. But what would you say, that, because you must have gone through this, and in fact, I know you've gone through this, what would you say was the one thing that kind of blocked you or held you back, and how did you get through it?
Oh, great idea. Great question. I think there might have been a few. Like I had a few mindset blockages. I think with the biggest one for me was self-belief. I would Google the answer, right? I would look it up on YouTube. I would be like, yep, I would know the answer to this, but it was really about self-belief,
Cool.
knowing that I can do this. A lot of the time, it's just our own mindset that's getting in the way. So maybe for you, you might have an idea, but maybe you just need help with mindset, because the idea is one thing, but believing in yourself is a whole different ball game. So what I used to do is I just used to practice the muscle of self-belief. I used to, tell myself every day that I am worthy of doing this. I can do this. And and this is something really important, Dale, I started to think about the people that I wanted to help. And I started to understand that if I don't step out and gift people with my gifts, they're going to miss out on that result that I can get for them. And that would be a tragedy. If someone never gets to read your book, if someone never gets to read the newspaper, if someone never gets to really, acknowledge and actually be gifted with the product that you want to create, that's going to be a massive disservice to them, and also a tragedy for yourself and your family too. So this is something really important. You want to make a difference in the world, you really need to believe that you can. And I promise you, once you start committing to that, everything else, it's just a domino effect. So as Dale always preaches to you, that confidence, that's a muscle you need to train every day. But yeah, thank you, Dale. I appreciate that question.
I really love that. We're still waiting for a few more questions to come in, but the way you said that, the muscle that you need to train every single day, 100%. I see it all the time. I go to the gym and you see big muscly men and they're really strong on the outside, but are they strong on the inside? I think being strong on the inside, for me personally, healthy and strong on the inside, here and here, is super important. Super important. And I think that you've smashed the nail on the head just there. For me, self-belief is so important, and there are times in my life now that I think oh, in fact, doing this summit, what if people say no? What if the guests don't turn up? What if nobody comes? What if this? What if that? And it's just to recognize that and think, you know what, no, Dale, if you don't do this, you're doing a disservice. So just think, and look at these wonderful people here. I'm working with the Lola twins. That's brilliant. I want to be a journalist. I want to write a book. I want to do. I want to write a book about trampoline, like a magical trampoline. That's amazing. Just if you don't do that, just think, who needs that? Somebody, I guarantee you, at least 1,000 people, because there's a lot of people in the world, at least 1,000 people in the world would want that, and that would help them become happier or confident or determined, or just have fun. So when you think, oh, I don't know, I don't want to do it, you've kind of got to, because we're all on this planet to help each other out. And when I searched, doing this, I immediately thought of yourself, because it's like, Lenita just gives absolutely everything. And the way that you've just framed, you're going to help someone for free for a whole month, is just insane. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I'm so happy and so stoked that you came on here today.
Amazing. No, I appreciate it so much. And remember, those that are listening to this, when you start committing to yourself, you will be rewarded. Like if you just keep your ideas to yourself and you don't share them and you don't act on them, you won't know what's going to happen. You won't know what's behind the door. You really, like, if you want to figure out the answers, you need to start putting it into action, and you can figure it out along the way. I don't have all the answers, but I learned to trust the journey. I learned to trust myself, and just step by step. And that's something, of course, that I can help you with, whoever that actually wants to take up the challenge and work with me for the next month. That's something I'm really excited about. But
so guys, you need to find Lenita on Instagram and Facebook. Let me just see if I can find her, Lenita's thing. So it's number 1 ENITA. So it looks like that, guys.
Awesome.
Hopefully that. Oh yeah, there we go. So have it. You know, check her out. See that, and I can strongly confirm that she does message back.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's session, Dale. It's just something that's really exciting, and for those that just want to bring their ideas to life, it's not as hard as you think it is. And sometimes just having a coach and a mentor to hold you accountable and help you just simplify things. And who knows what's going to happen after a month's time? Who knows where you'll be? But yeah, it's just time to commit to yourself.
I love that. Time to commit to yourself. Megan has put, do you think it's important to have a fear and overcome it to achieve a goal?
Do you think it's important to have fear and overcome it to achieve a goal? To be honest, Megan, I think it makes it so much more interesting. You know, when you have fears and when you have a little bit of insecurities or you're a little bit worried, it means you care. And if you weren't fearful and you weren't stressful or stressed out or you weren't worried, I'd be concerned if you weren't. You know, being nervous, having a little bit of fear, that's okay. It just means that you care. So if anything, that's going to make the journey so much more worthwhile for you when you do achieve your goals, because in the beginning, you had just so many emotions rolling up in the beginning too. So I think it's important to have them. But what's really important is to learn how to control them and to use them to your advantage as well. So when you want to share your story in your book, for example, you can start sharing your story about how you've had fears, because people connect to your imperfections. They don't connect to your perfection. If I was just this perfect filtered model on Instagram, people probably wouldn't connect with me as well. But because I'm so real, raw and natural with everyone, they're more likely going to actually reach out and listen to what I have to say, because I'm just a human being. So if anything, of course, it's important, but really just learning how to control that and take advantage of it is great as well.
Yeah, that's super cool. Super, super cool. Fear is great. Yeah, 100% fear. And I love the way you've said that, because I think that we disconnect through our certainties and we connect through our uncertainties. So you're dead right. So, we really connect with somebody with their vulnerability and uncertainties. And we disconnect from people that are very certain, stubborn, that operate with a control mindset. And they can come across as arrogant and narcissistic. And that's obviously, they've got their own battles they're dealing with, otherwise they wouldn't act like that. But yeah, it's important to recognize that actually, you know what, let's be vulnerable with each other. Like now, you know, you're sharing you, I'm sharing me as well. Let's be vulnerable with each other. And hopefully when people watch this, they'll think, wow, okay, no, Lisa's just giving me permission to create my own dream. Let's do it.
Exactly right. I couldn't agree more. So this is exciting. It's just a matter of doing things for yourself more now, because when you do it, you become so much more happier, so much more passionate, and you'll be able to serve your family and your friends even more, because you just want to give more love out there too. So don't just do it for your own sake, do it for your family and friends' sake as well.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Well, I've had so much fun, and we know where to find you. And please reach out. The whole purpose of me getting these amazing speakers on is so that you don't have to look at me all the time, you know. Beautiful people and beautiful inside and outside. So and I say that through jest, but I'm serious. So sometimes you might resonate with other people. You might resonate with a girl or someone from Italy, or a boy or a man, or somebody from, I don't know, America. I don't know. I don't care, as long as you get the help you want and the goal and dream that you deserve. So cool.
Appreciate that, of course. Thank you so much for having me today. I've had so much fun. I'll share my Instagram on the feed as well for those that are struggling to find my last name. So feel free to just I'll pop it into the comments. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me on. I'm incredibly blessed to be a part of your circle as well, and I'm sure every kid that's been popping on, and parents as well. We're just so fortunate to have someone like you in the world doing what you're doing. So yeah, I just really want to express how thankful I am for having me on today.
I really, really appreciate that. And likewise, I'm so thankful that you're here. Would have asked otherwise. So very much. Okay, so Lenita, we'll wave goodbye to yourself then. Have a lovely rest of your evening. It's bedtime for you, I'm afraid. So I'll see you later. Everyone's still watching. You hang around for a second, because I'm going to explain what's going to happen for the rest of the day. But Lisa, wave goodbye to Lenita.
Thanks so much, everyone. See you later.
See you in a bit. Bye. Cool. How good was that, everybody? That was so awesome. So all the way live from Australia, Sydney, was Anita, who she was talking about how to create greatness in you. You could be a child or you could be a kid, but or an adult or a parent. You don't have to be a parent to watch this. Looking at these comments on the side here, just absolutely, absolutely insane. So, so cool. Now, I'm going to be doing this with speakers from now until 5 o'clock tonight. So it's a long day. It's going to be a long day. I'm so thankful for it. This is why I said hour with the kids, hour with the parents, hour with the kids, hour with the parents, so you can rest. Now, we've got 10 minutes before our next amazing guest. And the guests we've got are the Lola twins. So here they are. These ladies just here, absolutely fantastic. Tesha and Candice just there. So yeah, check them out. They're going to be with us today. We're going to be doing some, you know what? I don't know what we're going to be doing. It's going to be, it's a surprise to me. I'm using this as well for me because I think I'm just so excited. I wanted to surprise myself. I kind of like nice surprises. So I am just going to let the Lola twins just power blast me with what they're going through. I'm part of their private Facebook group. Their audience, their fans are absolutely insanely amazing. They give so much, and they're so like pretty much like everyone on here right now. They're commenting, they're writing away, and I love that. The whole purpose of what we're doing is to communicate and chat with each other. So we're going to be joined at 10 o'clock, so in 9 minutes time, by the Lola twins, and it's going to be pretty much the same format just here. And I'm really, really, really super excited. I'm going to put Lenita's thing up just there. There we go. And I'll let you guys go to the toilet or make a coffee or have a drink or have some breakfast. Is it breakfast time? I don't really know. I think it's breakfast time. I think I might get a little bit of breakfast, squeeze in some breakfast. And I will join you back here at 10 o'clock. As well as that, we are going live on YouTube as well. So if you prefer to use YouTube, feel free. I'll put the link in the post just here if I can find it. On YouTube as well. Here we are. So if I just copy and paste that and put that on with you guys here. There we go. So if you prefer to go on YouTube, there you go. There's a link just there. You can do that. Or if you want to, you can just stay on here. And you can stay here all day. The reason why I'm going to not continue this stream all the way through is because I really want to kind of like have separate sections, okay? And just, you know, dedicate time for Lenita, then the Lola twins, then Bianca, then Callum. And, you know, I'm really, really super excited. As well as that, guys, I just want to say as well that we are raising money for the NHS too. So there's a link. I'll put the link up on here too. We don't see any of that money. You know, if you've ever done a crowdfunding event before, you know that you put in your details, what you're doing it for, and then they send, okay, yeah, cool. Here's the link, and it's all registered. It's all safe. Here's a link, and this is going to the NHS for the COVID appeal. So yeah, click on that if you want to. We'll be so chuffed. No worries if not. Just keep on getting value. I don't mind if you don't want to do that. I don't mind if you do that. I think all I want, my purpose today, is to have as many people on here, get as much impact, as much value as possible. And we've already got off to an absolute flying start with Anita, so I really thank her so much for that. Now we've got, I just like talking, don't I? We've got 7 minutes left for you to get yourself a coffee, drink of water, go to the restroom, whatever it may be. Yeah. Oh, just quickly before I do go, it says Facebook user. So Facebook user. So Karen has said here, yeah, there's Karen just there. We've got Anita just here, and other people we've got Facebook users. So this is Kieran just here. Kieran, I believe this has got something to do with your parents' Facebook settings, privacy settings. That's what I believe. This is why it's coming up with Facebook users. So next time, if you want to, just write down, you know, Kieran, Millie, Frankie, whatever. And yes, Kieran, I am doing the academy later. It's going to be a late one, so it won't be. Well, hopefully it will kick off at 5 o'clock. Okay, hopefully it'll kick off 5 o'clock, and that'll be on Zoom. Those are for my academy kids that are watching this. Kieran, if you want to, you can tell people what the academy is all about. I'll let you do that if you want to, and yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, enjoy your free 5 minutes. This is like going to the next lesson. This is like walking from class to class, isn't it, in school? So I'm going to leave you guys to it. I've had so much fun already. I'll buzz in for the Lola twins. So let's keep on going with that. Awesome. Okay. See you at 10 o'clock.